te said the Ghana mrache no my photo sound for the Ghana yakohomabo sika for 2021 2021 budget no akomrache bedwam in print Ghana mrache bedwa for ebubu ho nipa bebre na aka ensem afa budget ho na me ene me kasa bebia me pese me start e free no say the was a Ghana ni awutie anwumre bia wo bisa ho ne say 2021 budget so inhyehyɛ ya ewo mu no e di mpuntuo ene ahoto bebre yen as omanfo ana me feel say that is the most important question e was Ghana ni bia bisa no. Will the 2021 budget create development? Will it create jobs? Will it create prosperity? Will it provide comfort for the people? And I say, that for me is the fundamental issue. Now, with this question in mind, no, budget anymore. Obi nyame ani no kure ni de me hu ye no e ma me se feme ama me raho because the what budget we mu no se Ghana fo bebre hu a ka ye nyina ye be start e de yensa gu yeti akasa a make sure say budget we ye bi ewo mu no will not see the light of day because budget we a budget bonia Asempa FM ahochira edeba beto Ghana for so no ebi nsi Ghana FM. I have never seen any government display this height of insensitivity, this height of wickedness, this height of deception against the people of this country. Obedient in America, sir. Yenyina yenim say if we last year be seen Ghana of Wawa Huchrim, partly because of COVID. By Emma Kofa lockdown by and I watch me and son. My new four workout swan crying, Kumasan and Patamu to 2 medumum. Now, even after the lockdown was eased, affected businesses be meaning hotels be or my lay off workers. Inyuma bebre o mayiye adwuma yefo bebre di because o musika o mudi adwuma no bebre ahye ama o mu dwetire o mudi dwa no ana o mudi di o mudwuma no abafom o monfaso abafom. And the businesses all across the country have been suffering as a result of the debilitating impact of the pandemic on their businesses. Jobs have been lost, livelihoods destroyed and all that. And enya Ghana nko an yakosa atibia we mu. Enuti abanya wotema odwen ne manfo ho no de wose wo ye no wo samre we mu ni se opɛ kwan a obefa so akitakita ne manfo mu no de nhyehyɛ ya ebetete nyema so kakra na ma ne manfo ho ahen o mo na de aba. This is the time to provide relief to businesses because we are not out of the woods yet. The negative impact of COVID on businesses is still with us. Nothing has changed. Enti mrewe na wase ye boa businesses ye mame mo mudi dwa kwan ben so na ye betimi afa so mo menya bosia hu nsi hu beba fom kwan ben so na ye betimi afa so open economy no to encourage economic activity, to encourage production, to encourage job creation. Se ne be ni sika kakra na ekita no dandan ne kakra na de hyehye na adwuma ni mu a na mfa so no dandan na fa adwuma na timi agina yie. Afedia wo say o to nyema bomu a na wate ase ba ne ya enwuma bebre bi agu na afi ne bi peso mo sori bi nyina mo na so sikasema aye basa o mani mo aye den no. This is not the time o the policies e dia ho kire ebeto Ghana for so ba so dia na o mampeni Akuffo Addo ene na be dia kire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye o ko hwe 2021 budget mu a o mo de eto ahodo polepode nwotwe ena omo pese omo de begu Ghana for so na sa to no say ye jitum near the yaduma, I won't shred the bagana no, minia. Enya won't shred it. Uye MPP ni a won betchiri ubi. Uye NDC ni a won betchiri ubi. Uye CPP ni a, you will feel it. So when you NDC MPP asem, we have to talk as Ghanaians and be truthful with ourselves.
Asempa FM.
Obi. Etwa ode ba no so bia ni wa eye justify there was a Ghana futua. Enu nti na mani abre no. Because eni say ye gitum, eni say anam sifo e wo mrache be dwam gitum si yentua. Because none of those taxes na ye justified say was yentua. Etwa no ebi ne de di kan. Or say or the COVID levy. COVID-19 aba. Wama ye free water aban no see 2020 or my free water, free electricity. Or COVID hoka
on Asempa FM.
Enu nti no. Or pese Ghana for ye tuato na sa aka aba beda ho no odi kutua. Obi. First asem we atem didie.
Atem didie.
Because Ghana for sebi mpenyufo nyankoda. Mampenye Akuffo Addo ni wabedi echiri ba womia mo na mo ka kire last year ye beto aba ne se covid aba ho kire aba nti wo ma yinsu free wo ma yinkani free ana mebo pacho omode mai no mo ka se nkani na e post speed ye di free wo na echiri watua omo ka se nsuo no e post paid omo di free ye na echiri ye tua debi omo se ye free because ye dream ho ena omo ye campaign wo krom ha Nipam bedwam na obi dware ne ho nsɛm awuro no de nsu ogu ne ho ade ya ma ye free water. Eno mu di ye campaign wo krom wa de gi to me. Rightly or wrongly so. Eno de ye nko ho. Afedie uni obuo ma Ghana fo nti no wo be ka kire nse ade a wo ka say ye free no ye ntua ho ka. Who does that? Why na yes sir?
Basa sa aka na enye nsuo ne electricity ne nkwa.
No, eka hu bi.
Enye no nkwa.
No, but eka hu bi. So why must we pay for that free water? You better other things, no?
Okay.
Why must we pay for that free water and free electricity? Why? Because it was supposed to be free. So the can't say you say e na da na buy the person didi no. This is deception and we must not accept it. The second reason tia NDC you say Enya Ghana nkwa na ye free water. Ene sa free nyema no during COVID. Rwanda anye bi. Cote d'Ivoire anye bi. So many other African countries, may cite even advanced countries, African countries. Eye bi ma wa mama for because na ban ne what mama wa man for say COVID aba ho kira ba ntime fa hihye bi ma mo ho be yen ha mo na madwuma timi agina ne na so. Stimulus. Bosian kitinkiti ya omo cheche ma omo MPP executives. No mo de may bi no mo de campaign win election.
Oh,
so many countries have done so. Of course. MPP for MPP executives are nature.
Market women
MPP for executives are nature. And omo chair for election purposes. Yeah, the man say only feel for money na monto abama o mampenye Akuffo Addo. But I'm even saying say enya buy we nkwa na ye bi other jurisdictions also. Which of those countries? And what who said this year, omo de COVID levy aba omo man so. Rwanda for omo de COVID levy aba. Say man free water, 3 days until they say muntua to. But what kind of wickedness is this? Ghana nkwa is not the only country that experiencing COVID. Yeah, these relief programs for businesses. So if other countries have not instituted or introduced any COVID levy, why Ghana? Why Bawumia and Akuffo Addo's Ghana? Obi utie me. The third reason why in tia sa tax no any say ye jitu mu ne say Obi say o ye bibia ma me ene me te say Dr. Kubo argument bi so ye den ya ade aban ya maye no o ya boy on the ye sika ne bitu. It is true. Besa wo di misika di kan tua de ka na wa ya ma me awie no wo san so say mi nsantua ka e double payment e kro no na wo de bo me no. Enyema aban we ye during the COVID season nyina no ida say Ghana for sika ana say sika bosi omukọ boy ya Ghana for ni betua no mo de ye bie ni wo mampenye Akuffo Addo odi ni botum sika na ye ana wokɔgye ne yere bosia e de beye. So every expenditure, and I am encouraging Obia, check the last page of the 2021 budget. That is page 292 of the 2021 budget. Appendix 12A and 12B. Abai we yankasa sikanko omanya as a result of COVID ne de omodi aye. It is spelled out there. Obi utie me.
Me too, Sammy.
And there is nothing now omaya magana for na sika na ho. Enti ka be no mabo a omo se ye ntua to no mu fa ngotua no. Menti ase.
That's omo je bosen a e.
Ba cho tie ni ye. Je di kan COVID by e na mokɔgye bosia wo IMF ho. Se we die momwa yo na economy ni egu. Tintempa moma ye bosia. Nyasa 3 weeks lockdown ekunye. And IMF for mamo $1 billion. What the bag Ghana sika mu 5.8 billion Ghana cedis.
Which has to be paid back.
TME.
Okay.
Now time I was here to anokra nu ye. To the nyanto was no number 1. And a World Bank for sika bia what the man think emfa nya de $100 million. Or no so mo de chair. And no crowd the omo de chair yen.
And a grant.
Yes, $100 million. And yes, so Eko Ghana ye oil sika no foto bi mu a yefan stabilization fund enu po de no ma president ma buy na apisa sika na to from ye nyina ye oil sika so odwen Ghana hunti no oye mmara ne se ye oil sika no ma ye ni nyina preko pe ba ye nti dinsi na ho kire ba ye de aba be so minus ne enye the odija nchiriman heritage fund we dey ye stabilization ho kire ba ye mfa be so manfo ase to stabilize the situation and also confirm $200 million. More than 1 billion cedis. And then also the best COVID to call him. And no muno. And also call Bank of Ghana. Say on map ne yenchesi kamano. Bosian 10 billion Ghana cedis. And no mnache be bia form an approval. Say on kwaje 10 billion Ghana cedis no. Benne yenim say waje amana broso more than 100%, waje 22 billion Ghana cedis. Into when you $1 billion from IMF, when you $100 million free bonto from World Bank, when you 10 billion, when you have 22 billion from the Bank of Ghana, sika bebrebe we nyina na wenya from COVID. Apart from that, no, AFDB for so mayen 405 million Ghana cedis. European Union for my 504 million Ghana cedis.
Are they grants or loans?
The way you know, it's not indicated yet.
Okay.
I will have to double check on that. It's not indicated appendix 12B.
Okay.
Enti sika yenya no. Uhwe mu a over 19 billion actually. And they as a result of COVID. Or more document say total allocated amount for sa COVID to kwa we nyina no. 19.3 billion cedis. Unim dodo o mo de bo COVID ho bra. Free water. Sika omode ye relief to health workers, support to households. Households no and ye free water na de keka ho ne aduane omo cheche. Soft loans omode ma micro and small and medium sized businesses. And the Ghana for na wa ma no ne omode on buy. Sika omode ye 1.2 billion. Out of 19.3 no omode 1.2 billion. We enyem na meka e wo mo budget mo. And omo wie ye no. Omo say PP, medical equipment, need treatment, the omo ye nyina no. And also omo emergency preparedness no. Omo de 532 million. To kabo mu a 1.7 billion per out of this 19.3 billion. And omo de bo COVID ho bra.
Including test
Nina.
enhance test.
That is here. You check their budgets, Obi. COVID expenditure funding. Omo budget in 2.5 billion. What was actually utilized was 1.7 billion. And my Joy Online, I report, government spent 1.7 billion on COVID. Joy News checks review. Because government spent 19.3. No, it was a lie. He's been exposed. A lie is a lie. My kind of no. And Joy force say, and they are no more story, no matter check it. Ghana are buying spending 19 billion on COVID. It is 1.7. This is my Joy Online. It is on the website. Check now. Diakano 19.3 no kra nya nyina no ma use 18.1 1.7 no mo de bo COVID ho bra diaka ni nyina no mo so mo de budget support obitie mi ye the reason why we must not pay this COVID levy. Budget support in any day. I buy any the car or the country and see home. Debt servicing. And I know nobody here campaign. You want to change free bond to TV. Budget support to Nibia. Wasted the money. That is it.
Budget support.
Now the papa no money in Chrome with that 16.4 billion almost somebody higher deficit financing. Deficit financing basically mean say what DC car borrow revenue so. Enti say what the car. Enti was say with your car.
Yes.
Enti sika ya de ma was from COVID no. What the emu 16.4 kutu ya aka no. And now the move 1.7 per a year COVID nwedwuma. And the year free water ne de keka ho. So having wasted 16.4 billion and the deficit came about because of your own recklessness. O spend this sika bebre because of us all winning power at all costs. So electioneering expenditures are my yenya said why Côte d'Ivoire has experienced deficit, and I keep on citing Côte d'Ivoire because of money economy structure near pay. Omo deficit, sika omo diabro omo revenue so no, 5.7% for 2020. Ghana young kwanye dey 13.8. Why? Why should Côte d'Ivoire have a deficit of 5.7 young kwanye 13.8? So you create this hole and you go and use sika what's what they call COVID no to do deficit financing, and you come and tell Ghana for you into a COVID levy. 1.7 no. Sika bebrebe we what the so
would the whole not have come about as a result of reduced revenues because of COVID? Activity a bit more generating revenue.
Come out revenue back from no okay we expenditure down. The responsible thing for any parent, any government to do, they say, so I want you to be now what cut you ya teswa. Also expenses when you so you cut your quote according to your size. Now when your revenue was coming down, but you were wasting money on useless electioneering, vote buying gimmicks. Nene, reality not done. You as a Ghana phone in good Ghana. At the time while we are still in COVID, what has changed? You want to heap all these taxes on Ghanaians at the same time. Obi, where tax bit is Esla. You see, MPP for Omun. And that is why some of us continuously warn, say, don't trust these people. Esla Omanpenyi Mahama Deba 2015, 2016. MPP for can say, yeah, nuisance tax. In this Ghana food chia. Na Mahama Timmy Dintin or Diaba Umbom Bichim. Omba Yomanchemu, Nadanti. Oma 22%. That's within 4 years. As also the Akosia wa Akojebosia. Mahama de 20 by no yen, she think he bet you and fear 9 pe. They say, was it? Our war Mudia Kosia Kwajabusi and was he training fee a do 15 years. 22% amoje, you know. Mutu Muntina. Esla, John Mahama just about 3.5 billion per. From Esla tax, no. Ghana for you tuya on fu bia ya to bia utu fu bia no utu bi but man penye Akuffo Addo nim de no kwanya no from Esla 12 billion there no dey nothing. We see one secondary school onye kwan papa bia wo krom ha onye hospital onye hwe. Then you come and tell us Esla no san so abetu mu biem na ubesi yeso aka wan hye ma sika bebreba wadi ka anya no wo de ye den National Health Insurance Levy o se no so obetum wo buy ye catch was a health insurance can and so crowded. Obi why name say health insurance and financial issues. And so I buy way I do free painting no more them ready by capping and realignment. Health insurance can and so no in 4 years si kan ko man penye Akuffo Addo health insurance can wasn't called they come health insurance for one fanko no the year budget financing year be no e brought 3 billion cedis o ma say no kwa. So you deprive health insurance of funds through capping and realignment. Then after that, you come and tell us that we should pay 1% more NHI. Now, baby, no the idea. Then, or say, road toll, the same thing. When you say Esla na Yituano, Ebiko road fund.
Road fund.
I mean, the coin. Omoba within 4 years. Road fund for sika 2 billion. Oman penye Akuffo Addo wa cape. One farm road fund for my young coin. Or the higher budget support. Oh, who do this kana ye? Ankoye kwan. We see yensan so ntua road levy. Bola tax. Sa sanite enokra na ye mabufu no. Ghana ha. Yetua at the municipal level, be assembly, be a property rate, ayejo, ni municipal levies, ayejo, utua sanitation ka, and I will be me. We pay sanitation levies already. He's an MP, he knows. Why another sanitation levy? In any case, when you check Appendix 6B of the budget, Abayne say, Sika or the Bayer sanitation wajuma for 2021, 90 million Ghana cedis. But one or see in Tuano, 2021 million budget, 311 million Ghana cedis. Now, the Tuana year Tuano, you bet you have 311 million Ghana cedis. But the moon 90 million penny best I ball, wajuma. The Akanomodi Adomudi. They are using it for consumption. They are using it for Nyema Ghana for Nyason Fasubia. Why must we pay this? Obi, Ghana this if a government in this critical period wants to heap as many as 8 taxes on its citizens, that government is wicked and not fit to lead that country. Matilda Kojo Oponkro make a burden sharing. What burden are they sharing? Ono Kojo Oponkro man, what burden is he taking? Yatini peso. What is that buying no kase? I want you to wait until mumuntua tax. Yes, we better expenditure. So, until minister be yatini peso 30%. So when you come and say burden sharing, what burden sharing? You are heaping the burden on the people. You are enjoying. You are buying new Land Cruisers. It be quiet all Lexus now more.
The president would argue, sir, or tell a number of ministers. So.
I know they are reducing the so here we are who savings or my save. I know they are reducing the time was 2020 or more shisika wa no. What you say? And Obi mess na ba beda wo kra no.
So I mean you've done 20 minutes into
Obi be wrapping up. Ensem no do so kaka. Na me ka bibi say ubesi yeso a enka wo hye ma. Hwe. Aban we eba bosen a mabobi I want to show you so many sika cha aban dia. Omo fanya de papa bi aga na fo nya so mfaso. So why must they tax us more for us to pay more taxes? Omampenya Akuffo Addo be di akonwa na Ghana kaya 120 billion Ghana cedis. Free Kwame Nkrumah be cedis. J Akuffo Addo be do 9.7 billion. President Mills be see 35 billion Ghana cedis. Means all the 26 billion account. John Mahama be see 120 billion or the 84 billion account. Omampenya Akuffo Addo enne in 4 years, or the abe drew 291.6 billion, or no the 171 billion account. And a Ghana couchema Ghana for 30 million. Ghana near Kodakwa ya one and or the 100 million, Sikada than 10,000 Ghana. A camera or minor, such that and ne your total revenue sika minus your Benyano 2021 in so what the Odibetua a kaya then wunsimu interest payments. Not yet my official free music Ghana, sir.
I got 10.5 billion Ghana.
And do
10.5.
Because total revenue is projected at 72 billion.
61 billion for interest and compensation.
Interest is 35 billion.
And the compensation, Okaboma 61 billion.
Interest is 35 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And umpo check here, that's about 90-something percent. So the akano obi statutory funds enyebi. District Assembly Common Fund enyebi. Get fund enyebi. And omunye enyebi. Capital expenditure the be yakwan the be school. The be hospital. Ye enyebi mfanye. I just yakobo bosia. Ana yakosa. Goods and services ika the be manage the institutions anywhere. So Ghana is broke. The economy is in shambles.
Asempa FM.
Se wo bobra na wo je obosom yakatua. Na wo de ebi kotua ka ensi hu a wo de no wo ka ho. Ene wadwuma ye fo kakra wo fie odi tua o ka na wo sika asan. Say we broke. You are bankrupt. Ni nyina ya bosia bebrebe o mabo a bosia ni nyina so ye de twa num spelele. No investment besine John Mahama bobosia sika wo de ka Ghana ka ho 84 billion. Circle interchange this way, Rage Hospital this way, hospital suku akwan mudie yehu secondary school sukura mudie si. Yehu airport oh please nyanto boy say I told you because it make us for 40 minutes.
We told you.
Yeah, my chance to speak first. One kasa obi. Me must start first no ojanche na we against.
Oh yeah 25 no super.
What you say?
Doctor
so sika wenya bosia. Ube see yeso aka wo hye ma obi de na wo de aye. Obobosia jayo and so because of bosia ma boni nsi hu bebrebe a ye tua no Amortization, when you calculate amortization, the defrayment of the principal.
Just interest.
So we are broke. City has declared Ghana broke. Obi, I'm waiting for your declaration. City TV.
Okay.
And on Nanche and Obi, Esla Medical Kajoma Menya, Esla proceeds 3 billion. Akuffo Addo 12 billion the day. Petroleum funds, Sika Ghana enya free oil, or Mampenyo Akuffo Addo kwa buying. Enya mu 67%. Akuffo Mels Mahama. Omwenya 33. Or Mampenyo Akuffo Addo 67%. Eurobond, sovereign bonds are general. Kofone Mills ne John Mahama eje 4.5 billion. Omampenyi Akuffo Addo nko ne ba wumi omanya 13 billion omode ayede. You've wasted all these monies. Plus COVID sika omanya nyina you wasted nyina. Say yema metua. Oka and Obi, this is where I'll end. Almost where COVID-19 na ma ho kira ba we should do something. I want to submit very forcefully before I conclude say the mess we find ourselves in, this conundrum, this quandary that they have plunged this country into is because of their reckless expenditures for election purposes. It's because of their crass mismanagement of the economy. It has got nothing to do with COVID. You know why? Because Obi, before COVID, the economy had already collapsed. Before COVID, 2019, now total tax revenue of 42 billion. Now compensation, sika editu adwuma worker 23 billion. Interest payments, sika editu abosia wonsi hu 20 billion. And the interest payments, any compensation for 2019 kwana 43 billion, more than the 42 billion tax revenue. Your taxes are used to an intimate yes anyama miunukra. Yenya bi aye mpuntu nyuma, yenya bi aye the keka statutory funds. So we're already broke. Not debt to GDP. In fact, your debts on every 120 billion do 225 billion as of February 2020. Covered by March. February 2020, na yaka 225 billion. Na Akuffo Addo wode wabobo sia 105 billion. Not debt to GDP, a free 55% to 63%. Before that, not the manufacturing sector, which is so critical.
Okay.
2016, and Mahama, a grow under 7.9%, you know. With all the talk about 1D, 1F for Mampenyo Akuffo Addo neighbor Wumiaye. Before COVID, now reduce to 6.3%. Before COVID, now the construction sector, which is so key, a grow 8.4% in 2016 under President Mahama. No? Now, before COVID 2019, Atiaba negative 4.4%, and then a negative 8.4%. You had destroyed the economy before COVID. So don't blame this on COVID.
Okay.
And what I am saying is that nothing has changed. All these taxes at a time Ghanaians are still battling with the negative effects of COVID. Businesses are still struggling. No? It is unwise. You are going to destroy businesses. Okay. You are going to make Ghanaians poorer. People are going to suffer. Now more MPP, social media, funny serial callers, now now more defending. You will all feel the heat because we will all pay this through our nose if we allow it. This. And that is why we must all resist it.
He speaks for the opposition and DC.